He is one of the new members of the San Antonio Sports Hall of Fame. Doug Moe coached the Spurs for 4 seasons. In 3 of them, he took them to the playoffs, including a trip to the conference finals. He coached in the NBA for 15 years, only missed the playoffs 3 times. He is a resident of San Antonio and one of the best guys that you will ever meet. And it's an honor to have him in our studio. Doug Moe, the legendary coach, our insider.
He is the legendary Doug Moe. He is going into the San Antonio Sports Hall of Fame, and he is one of San Antonio's all-time favorites. Coach, it's about time you're going into the San Antonio Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much, Don. It's a thrill, and I'm excited about it. It's the end of the month, and I'm glad they're sending me someplace.
That's right. They're sending you to the Hall of Fame. We can join Stan Albeck, who went in a couple of years ago.
That's terrific. I'm really glad for Stan, and that's a great honor. So.
We're going to talk a lot about your career coaching the Spurs, but first, it's very timely today with the passing of Dean Smith.
Oxymoron. Talking a lot about my career.
But people who know the North Carolina lineage, yourself and Larry Brown, you actually played for Coach Smith as when he was an assistant coach under Frank McGuire, and then of course he became the head coach. And you guys all stayed in touch. It's almost a fraternity of North Carolina basketball players. So your thoughts on the coach after hearing his passing?
Everybody from Carolina stayed in touch. Coach Smith made it that way. The absolute best, and everybody at Carolina that's ever played at Carolina, been through there, has got a story about Coach Smith helping them and the things that he's done for them. He was definitely a unique coach, not only in how he pioneered so many things in the coaching on the floor, just what he did for every one of his players after they finished playing there. It's amazing.
You went on to have a great playing career, you and Larry both, and then a coaching career, and known more for your offensive philosophy of let's give up 148, but we're going to score 149.
Come on. Jeez.
But what are your greatest memories of playing? I guess having George Gervin fit that offensive philosophy.
Well, we had a terrific team here. I can't believe you're cutting my defense up.
Let's just say that you're known more for your offense.
That's because we kept the pace fast. And but if you score more points than the other team, their defense is worse than yours, right?
All right, Coach, you're known for coaching the Iceman, a lot of those great guys from both the ABA and the NBA. Give me one good story about the Iceman. I know his legendary record for points in a quarter fell recently, and I know that was an interesting night.
Amazing night. I don't know how many he had to get, 61 maybe, or 50. We weren't sure, so we got him an extra couple, but he put on a show that you couldn't believe. It started off, they were playing normal, and he was hot. I don't remember how many he got the first half, but all I know, by the end of the first half, they were playing 2 guys on him, a 3-man zone, and they still couldn't stop him. He needed, I'm thinking somewhere, maybe 15 points the second half, maybe less. I'm not exactly sure. But I know he came out the second half. They were all chasing him around, and he's just pop, pop, pop. He's hitting everything, a little finger roll here, finger roll there. And he had the 63. I know he didn't play the fourth quarter. I mean, it was sometime in the third quarter, and the only reason he played as much as he did, we weren't sure whether he had
59 or
59, 61, 63, and so he kept him in there for another bucket. But
now, after Klay Thompson broke that record for points in a quarter, which was 33, Iceman wanted to make sure that everybody knew there wasn't a three-point line back in those days.
I saw that. That's ice. Come on.
I guess it was tougher in no three-point line.
Well, sure, it was tougher, and he played less minutes too. But the record is what it is.
Give me a little bit before the game, because David Thompson had scored 72 to put the scoring title going in the last day of the season. So Ice did need 59, I think. So what do you say as a coach going into a game? Hey, nobody else shoot? We're going to get Ice the record?
You know what? That's what we said. And just get it to Ice. And it was, everybody was happy with it, and it was we were going to try and get him a ball and get him the record, because it was the last game of the season. We had already clinched, and it wasn't that easy getting it to them all the time, because after the beginning of the game, they were on him. I mean, they were all over him. They didn't want him to break the record, and he just put on a show. It was fun to watch, and it was a good time. Everybody was happy, and everybody was willing and to get him the record. So it was really a fun night.
Historic moment that came back recently when Klay Thompson broke Ice's record for points in a quarter. Coach, it's always a pleasure seeing you.
Thank you.
Congratulations again on going to the San Antonio Sports Hall of Fame. Doug Moe, our insider.
The 2015 class will be inducted in just 3 weeks. It's Saturday, February 28th at the Convention Center. 5 new inductees, including the coach. And they're going to have a concert there by Grand Funk Railroad. You can get tickets now. Just go to sanantoniosports.org for more details.